the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 on the
for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't.
Gone!
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. He's to the 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. And here now come the Falcons.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot torque. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch quick! Watch quick! Leopard! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Flushed it. Feeling the pressure here, and and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Escaping, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The pitch to Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check.
Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, South! Ready, Blue 80!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ryan being chased out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Well, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. And all the way down to the 39. A big third down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught, right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Deion Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the pressure gets to him again. Duke Riley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And an alley to run. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Coleman on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Play action. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
To throw is Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Back to throw here. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.